Hello, friends on the streaming channels and pages. We're here for more. I'm getting situated, but we're live. So let's go ahead and get a little small game activity in here while I organize things on my computer, get through another cutscene. And I do have a research talk that's ready to go. At least a part one of a research talk. Oh, Grahatia has a plan for us to finally get the McNuggets. Lunch was amazing today. But this is definitely the first pause that I have had since about 8 a.m. today. Just non-stop. And PAX Unplugged starts tomorrow. Hello. Hi, Jessica. And the podcast went live today. Speaking of the Jessica. The Ishgard moment in the episode worked out amazingly, Jessica. I don't know if you got to catch that. I attached it to my story on the socials. And we gotta add the stream avatars in. You'd think that I would just remember that in my setup at this point, but...
Well, we signed in at basically the exact same time.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So it wasn't because I texted you and requested the buddy system? Yeah.
No, I was getting lunch ready.
You know, phones, they used to be what connected us before Discord.
No, I was getting lunch ready for the family, so I left my phone sitting somewhere. I still have to go downstairs and get my lunch in a few minutes, so I don't want to start anything just yet.
That's okay. I have a research talk that I want to do and make sure that is a part of the stream today. Have you ever gotten a notification from Best Buy that something is going to be delivered today, but it got delivered 2 days ago, and you're like, oh no, I hope I didn't buy 2 of those. But there's no evidence that you did buy 2 of those. So you're like, am I about to get a new gaming mouse that I didn't want? In fact, I guess I could go and check. No, it's fine. The boy will bring it inside if I did get it. Hey, there's David Knox. It's so cool when you just randomly stumble across friends.
Out in the wild.
Yeah. 20,000 people in the server right now, and I found my one friend.
When he's logged in the afternoons, he tends to still be at work. Not to throw him under the bus.
Ooh! You outed him! No, the reason I'm on in the middle of the day is because I tend to grade things deep into the evening and start early in the morning. So in order for self-care to happen and to create content for articles and blogs and podcasts, I've just realized this is the way to keep the...
Oh, where'd you go? I just walked into the Aetherite Plaza.
Oh, I just walked down the sidewalk. I'm getting my steps in.
Which sidewalk? There's 200 of them.
No, I'm right here. I see you.
Oh, there you are.
My wife is so far ahead of me, it's not even... It's sickening.
Is she at the next dungeon?
Well, she scolded me yesterday that I do roulettes and stuff. Because she's wanting me to participate in these different things with her. And I guess...
Look who it is.
Oh, I just... Alright. Bye, David Knox. My mission sent me to Limsa Lominsa. Hey, Baron Von Dank is in the stream avatars. I can't remember what it was called, so I got stuck on the word.
She's probably in the process of unlocking the next dungeon. Just looking at where she is.
Yeah, she may or may not have gotten to a mission that is the name of our guild. We are going to do a research talk, Wes, and probably level up a little bit, and I might have to switch to a different class because I think my missions are still level 81, but my character, I believe, is 84 going on 85. And everybody, just go to your favorite podcast app right now and download the episode where me and Jenny and Jessica sat down and talked about our first year in Final Fantasy XIV on the eve of early access. It's a really cool episode. And I'm not just saying that because Jessica's my friend. It was a really cool episode. I didn't realize how cool it was while it was happening, but when I was editing, I was just so excited. Every 5 minutes something was happening that we would go down a rabbit hole. And I don't know if my counseling listeners can follow the conversation because it really does require a lot of awareness of how the game works. But maybe Jenny and I should listen to the podcast sometime and do a commentary for it and say this is the companion to that episode. You know, where Jessica, we just kind of we don't include the audio in the actual new recording. We just listen and create a terminology companion or something. Oh man, my coffee is really hitting the spot today. Oh no, my headset has a low battery. All right, now it's not. It's doing great. Yeah, you gotta fix it in post, Wes. Actually, you know what? Working Class Nerd doesn't fix things in post. They pretty much upload the episode as it happened, the way it happened, which is fine. That's really cool. Jessica, also, you want to know something really cool I found out when I was talking with my website people today? If you're still there. If you're not, this is a stream conversation. So I found out that my website people set up my YouTube page so that any video I upload to the Dr. Gameology YouTube instantly goes to aoecounseling.com on the one of the pages about the Dr. Gameology content. I did not know that, and I checked into my own website this morning during a meeting with them and saw all of these mini lectures and streams and mental health moments, and I was blown away.
So
Yeah.
lunch isn't ready yet, so 5 more
The
minutes.
to answer what Wes is sharing about the working class nerds process, um, I think podcasts with extensive show notes actually work out much better when you don't follow the show notes. One of the toughest things about Utinicast for me personally, and this is just a difference in styles. So the 3 podcasts I've been on the most are Utinicast, The Gaming Persona, and I've been on Working Class Nerds about 4 times. And it's so different, all 3 of them. But in Utinicast, you just put your head down and you barrel through all the show notes. And that is a grueling process. And I don't have ADHD, but I have a hard time enjoying the focus that it takes to do a podcast that way. Because the show notes would have the full patch notes for Star Wars The Old Republic in them. And we would cover every single minute detail.
Yeah, no thank you.
No, it's a hard way to continue a conversation. I think Chill deserves a lot of credit for being able to hold on to the mental endurance to have a conversation like that every week or every other week. Raubon! Oh my gosh! This is the first appearance of one of my favorite NPCs in Endwalker. You've gotten past me, right, Jessica?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just did the first trial last night, which is after the second dungeon.
You know, I bet you everyone here in Alamigo have McNuggets all the time. Oh man, it's Balsar. Gaius. I shortened it the wrong direction. Oh, this is another one of those songs that just instantly makes you feel like it's 2014.
Alright, now my oven is beeping. I BRB.
Beep, 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 beep. Oh, it's a level 82 mission. Oh man, that's why I can't click him. So many players just popped up around me everywhere. Enter the Royal Palace. After this cutscene, we will do the research talk. W Commando, my friend. Welcome to the stream avatars. Why would I want to change my glam? This is the ultimate black mage outfit for me.
By the 12.
Oh, it's my favorite dress in the game.
Glad you could join us. I hope you don't mind, but we went ahead and started without you.
As you can imagine, our traveling companions were eager to become acquainted. We fight not only for the sake of Eorzea, but for the entire world.
Look at my army.
Indeed, which is why I am glad to find myself
My
in the
favorite
company of
song.
many trusted comrades, yourselves included.
Lucia!
I have come at the behest of Lord Emmerich, who has honored me with the role
Lana
of Ishtar's representative. For
Benico.
the good of all nations, not least my former homeland, I am determined to see this mission through to its end. We have a hard road ahead of us, but walk it we shall, together.
We too welcome this opportunity to work together once more.
Allow me to introduce you to the rest of our company. Everyone! If I may have your attention.
Well, yeah, when you get typecast, you might as well use those strengths. It draws the viewer in. In fact, depending on which character came first, one might have been a credit or a reference to the other. I don't know. I would speculate that.
If I must, I am Arun Senna. We shall provide support and protection to those in need during our time in Garlemald.
Wait, are we going to Garlemald?
I am joined by healers selected by the Conjurers Guild.
I love the Conjurers Guild.
Of course, with an experienced white mage such as yourself accompanying us as well.
That's right.
Requiring more involved treatment will be in safe hands.
I am a white mage of experience.
Suppose I'd better say my piece.
Jessica, are you there?
Wait, I know you.
By the way, anyone who's sitting here watching, if
The
you
name's
also want to
Vicar,
jump into
in case you've
Discord and
forgotten.
talk to me, please
Truth be
do.
told, I'd rather you had forgotten. Any road, the Admiral asked Captain Hillfear to send his best and for... Of course, if I'd refused, I'd be the laughing stock of the bloody execution.
Well, in that case, if they were close in time, it's very hard to say
But
that
more
they
importantly, like any pirate worth his salt,
created-
I know when
one
you're
created the
staring
other.
down a storm, you gotta trust
because
in the
development time is
commander
so
of your ship.
long.
So
That's
if
very
Alright, I'm back.
unlikely.
to go to Garlemald,
So-
not for plunder and glory, but
Oh
a
man,
promise of peace in our
there
time.
was a line
And that's what
from
we'll do.
Arun Senna that said, "As a white mage of experience, you are da 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 da
Since
da
we
da
all know
da."
how much the
So is
Empire
that
loves its
line
steel,
different for
we
people who
thought we'd
have
bring along a
not
few smiths to make the
become a
most
white
of it.
mage from the
Give 'em a
Conjurers
pile of
Guild?
scrap and they'll cobble to course, just like the Gridanians. We
Do you
got
think?
parties of our own. We might have
I
come
would
with a more
assume so.
constructive purpose.
That is so cool.
Well, you're
Wes
certainly
says he did
rarer
not
to
have
know.
that line.
Then again,
Oh my gosh. I am in love with the
the most
attention to
dependable
detail in
warriors
this
of
game
Uldar and
right now.
Alamigo have assembled at the Sultana and
That
Endwalker
kind of
to
thing.
the
So that's not really story, that's dialogue design.
If Garlemald has, that's where we come in.
I would have never noticed that if I was a not white mage.
It's been some time since I last saw you in your element on the battlefield.
From what I've heard, you've become pretty fearsome yourself. Master
Fearsome.
Latoya, the Avatar of Destruction.
The Avatar of Destruction. I'm going to write that down on my post-it notes, Jessica.
With comrades like
I'm
you,
I'm
I
sorry
know
that you
nothing,
you
no
have to
matter
put
what
up with me
awaits
being
us.
this excited.
Yeah,
But
while you were writing that down, you missed
And then we might
Thancred
finally
and
get a chance to
Uriante's
enjoy a good long
reactions.
oh,
But
too
until
bad.
then, let's give it our all.
I died a little. Yep, it's hilarious.
As for Ishgard, we Temple Knights
I
have
know,
come in
Wes, he
force
missed
to
it.
uphold our nation's commitment to the peace
Oh, my
and
mic's way up on
welfare
top of
of
my
our
head.
allies. The bitter cold of Garlemald is a formidable enemy in of itself. Our experience fighting in ice and snow will prove invaluable in the days ahead. Accordingly, I have been designated commander of the Ilzabad contingent.
Wait, are they gonna make me take damage
Four
if I have a
houses
skimpy
house highly
outfit?
not foremost among their knowledge
No.
of Imperial Magitech is sure to be a great
Oh,
boon.
so Wes
They will
telling me I
address
need to
any
change my
problems
glam
with
is
technical
just
nature, together with the
his
smiths of Limsa Lomitsa.
obsessive compulsive connection with the weather patterns in this game.
There is another
It's the need for immersion.
awaiting introduction.
Yeah, so I'm gonna agree with
Lord
Wes right there.
Marmalade.
It's so sad to me that we still
Yes.
can't get Lisa's outfit.
At your service. Though, lest there be any
I don't even care if it's dyeable, because I would use it as my red mage
while you were
outfit.
away.
Rather, far from it, actually. My brother... But should the opportunity arise for a spot of
Oh, it's ballroom dancing
I will
time.
be your twinkle-toed gentleman of light.
Twinkle-toed gentleman of light. Writing that down too. May your graceful prancing lead the way to victory.
If you write down everything you want to write down that's quotable from these cutscenes, you're gonna run out of post-it notes.
I cannot wait to regale on a with my tales of
Twinkle-toed.
daring-do.
What was it?
Twinkle Toad, Warrior of Light.
I believe that concludes introductions for the Grand Company of Eorzea. Our allies from the Eastern Alliance were due to arrive some time ago, but it would appear they have been delayed.
Wait, did I go blurry?
Actually, they
It's like I went out of
relaying
focus on my
messages back and
webcam
forth
for a
between the
second.
Yeah,
various
you're a little.
Eastern nations.
Yeah, you were a little out of focus.
According
for
to
a
Lord
hot second.
Hien, however,
I can't
an
tell, all the
equally
lights are
capable
pointing at
company
me.
of
I can't see
warriors has been
anything
sent
anyway.
in their stead.
Out of my way, you preening fool!
Oh, it's her! Wow, we just keep getting more and more contingents added to this army.
Forgive us for coming late. We
Jessica,
are the
this
delegates
is
of the
like,
Eastern Alliance.
in Rise of Skywalker, where it's like, there's more of us.
And you've brought company.
There's more of us.
For battle and blood we come, as a step is sorely lacking in both. But now our thirst for slaughter will be slaked. No quarter to the enemy! Sadu Hatun, no. We go to make peace with the Iron Men, not war.
I don't think making peace is gonna work out.
Warriors of the Steppe, we've heard many tales of your bravery. We welcome you as allies. And these other ones you have brought are...
I also would like to say, I want to give an update on how the Facebook gaming page is going, really quick.
And the Bosnian resistance. Between them, they have
So-
a wealth of experience in espionage and are particularly adept at
I'm
infiltrating
at
Imperial
69
facilities,
followers
which is fortuitous.
for
Since
Facebook
Garlemald's domain
gaming.
is so vast,
I get
they
to
never
join
have to
their
handle reconnaissance duties all by
affiliate
themselves.
kind of program when I get to 100.
Dalmasca, Bosnia, Alamigo.
And I think I
All
started
lands which have
yesterday out
suffered
in the
tyranny of the
30s.
Empire.
So
I would never presume to question
everyone
your
who
motives.
jumped over there and hit
Nevertheless,
to follow
I
and
must
subscribe,
reiterate
thank you
that
so
our
much.
goal
That's
is to aid the
huge
victims of the Telophora,
support.
the common folk of
And
Garlemald.
there's a couple places I might try to share the link later today
And
to see
they
if
are victims, make
some
no
more
mistake.
people who like the
Though I
psychology of
understand that
games and
many may
game
struggle
design
to
might be
see it as such.
interested. So we'll get there soon.
You're more right than you know. For every one of us that answered the call, there were a dozen that refused. Not only in Alamigo, but everywhere we went. And who could blame them? The Empire's always been the enemy. But after seeing what we've seen, fighting and working against and with Garleans, there's no denying the simple truth.
Ooh, what is the simple truth?
They're just people.
Oh.
Fordola, who won.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
Fordola.
who stands with us today. So you can believe me
Sorry.
when I say that every fighter
What?
here understands and accepts that the
Spoilers.
Imperials are not monsters and are deserving of help. It won't be easy.
Yay.
What lingering concerns I may have had were clearly unwarranted.
That is Alphino's way of
We are
saying
in
I
accord.
was wrong.
Now, let us review our... To reach the Garlean capital in northern Ilsabard, we must cross the central mountain range. Fortunately, Garlond Ironworks can provide aerial transport. However, attempting to fly any closer to Garlemald would attract the attention of the Telophoroi. As they appear to have seized control of the majority of the Imperial military, we must assume that includes its fleet. In addition, Garlemald possesses devices that can interfere with airship navigational systems, further discouraging an airborne approach.
Given the circumstances, the closest we dare deploy our contingent is an area between the range and the capital, the Magna Glaciers.
Ooh, I got 3 stars on that jump.
Foot. We will also need to bring the airships with us to ensure we can withdraw with haste. The vast ice field will afford us an unobstructed view of the surrounding area. On the other hand, it will also allow others to easily spot us. So,
we cannot account for every possibility. Spare no effort in your preparations.
That's my recommendation for most things in life. Spare no effort in your preparations. Wow, so like 20 minutes ago I said I was going to do a research talk, and then the cutscene thought, nope. Okay, so for now, to do the setup, I'm going to still have Discord in my headset, but I'm going to mute it from the stream. And let's see how I get this set up. All right, I think I'm almost set up to do this. So this is going to be a research talk where there is a specific article that showed up in my email inbox from about 3.5 years ago. And it has a concept that I've just been talking about a lot. So I thought I'm going to make a video resource about it. And so that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to hit the stream marker button so I can clip this. And let's switch screens. That's not the screen I wanted. There it is. All right. Okay, let's get ready to do this. Aim for 5 minutes or so. This is a 3-minute timer. So let's go. We got this nice triumphant music going too. I may actually want to... I'll leave it. Hello everybody, welcome to this research talk that's part of the streaming goals of twitch.tv/drgamology, YouTube, and Facebook Gaming. Welcome. So we are talking about the myth of addictive personality, what that means when people say it to counselors and psychologists, and what counselors and psychologists think about when people say it to us. I think there's a lot of confusion about this idea, and I just thought I would take some time during the stream to make a little resource about it. So let's get to it and have a few minutes lingering on some important ideas here. So first off, this comes from an article published in the Global Journal of Addiction and Rehabilitation Medicine, and it's from one of my friends and collaborators, Mark Griffiths. We are able to work together through the DSM task force looking at gaming disorder and other games related issues. And Mark has published hundreds, if not thousands of articles, it seems, on different process addictions, including gambling and video games and other technologies. So he is a fascinating person to get to talk with about these topics, and has a very specific goal with his research agenda, and has hundreds of people every year want to talk with him about the addictive personality. And so this article is an opinion piece where he reviews some of the research on personality and addiction, and whether or not it is possible to look at personality type and say that there are specific personalities more prone to falling victim to addiction than others. Now, the ideas here may seem a little bit biased to people who are not mental health counselors or people who are not psychology researchers, or could be biased for people who are not struggling with addiction themselves. So the idea in this article, and I included the quote in italics at the top left, fundamentally the idea of a general addictive personality is a myth. Now, that quote makes a lot of people have very strong feelings. And as a counselor myself, I work with people who come to me saying, I have this addiction and I don't have the ability to control myself in different situations. I have an addictive personality. If something is addictive or is fun at an extreme level, I will consume it and I will lose control of myself because of my personality in that situation. Now, when Dr. Mark Griffiths talks about this and says that it is a myth, what he is saying is not that people's personalities do not do this to them. What he's saying is that the construct of what personality is in research experiments doesn't actually support that statement. Now, what is the difference between the personality that I have inside of me, you as the viewer have inside you, and people in all these studies have inside them, versus what something like a DSM-5 manual says about personality and disorders of the personality? Those are two very different things. And so the confusion here is that personality is the thing in us that organizes our traits and tendencies into predictable and reliable patterns that interact with all the range of different situations we find ourselves interacting with day to day, month to month, year to year, from beginning to the end of our life. And so when we create a structure in a research design about what is a personality related disorder, that is different than saying what is a personality. And because we're trying to find a statistically significant connection between the personality of the individual and the problem, where the personality is the most critical element of that problem existing, which is not what people that say they have an addictive personality are actually trying to communicate. So if you look at the list of letters above my head right here, and then you also look at the list of 5 personality features on the right, neuroticism, extroversion, openness, agreeableness, and conscientiousness, what you will find is different kinds of fun or behavioral activities connect with different traits of our personality at different levels, especially things that are technological. But at the end of the day, things that are meant to be rewarding should feel rewarding. Things that are not designed to be rewarding and are more mundane, people might do because of responsibility, motivation, or obligation, but might not necessarily experience a fun surrounding it. And so, again, this might sound confusing because it is. For something to be considered an addiction, it needs to have a series of consistent experiences for the person, consequences of being a part of the activity, and it needs to create difficulties across multiple life areas in a predictable and consistent way. So if you look at the small circles orbiting around the big circle of addiction, we have things like mood modification, conflict, withdrawal, the threat of relapse, losing control of the structure of your day. If something does that to you, we can start to consider whether it's an addiction or not. This slide in and of itself could be a lot more conversation, but for the sake of time, we're going to keep moving. And now we have a brain here, and you're going to see several brain areas that are involved in the reward response pathways of the brain. I've listed a few in the text on the slide, and for the dopaminergic pathway, we have things like the ventral tegmental area, the nucleus accumbens, and the prefrontal cortex. Now, for dopamine to be a part of an experience, it's going to create a sense of motivation, pleasure, We won't want to give up. We're going to keep pursuing the reward experience. It could lead to compulsive behavior as well. And so this is the pathway in our brain that activates when we have fun doing something, and activates when we experience pleasure, and that pleasure becomes a reward. So at the end of this conversation, and of course there is a lengthier presentation inside everything we just talked about today, but ultimately addiction is a specific term, and when you use that word, especially with a researcher or a psychologist, they're going to go into this ultra serious checklist of things and question, does it do this, does it do that, when all you're saying is, when I see an opportunity to do that thing, I'm going to drop what I'm doing and I'm going to go after it because I know it will be fun, relaxing, enjoyable, and pleasurable. Also, personality, same thing. You use that word and it means so many things to so many different people. We need more information. The reason the idea of an addictive personality ends up being a myth for some and being the thing that describes their existence for others is that these are two very different types of people trying to communicate about something, and the words being used mean something very specific to one and is more of a general plea for help from the others. I wish both sides could start speaking the same language, but it just doesn't seem, the more and more that I do what I do as Dr. Gameology, like that is a future that is very imminent. But that's the goal, is for people to learn what personality is and to talk about how it influences our motivation to enjoy things, have fun, and to change the way we experience our day. And after all, if we do that, then we can find ourselves in the activities, keep them in a balanced model of how we want to live our life, and enjoy being ourselves as we continue the journey. That's our research talk for today. I hope it gave you something to think about. I've enjoyed presenting it for you. If you had a good experience thinking about these things, please go ahead and hit follow, subscribe, like, share, whatever it is to help me spread the message and turn the Dr. Gameology channels into a force for good for the people who enjoy video games and the people who love them as well. And this is Dr. Gameology. Let's get back to Final Fantasy XIV, and thank you so much for listening. Still there, Jessica?
Yeah, I'm still here.
All right. What did you think about that? Do you want to do a thing? Or should I just keep pushing through the story?
Yeah, we can do a thing. Let me wrap up the little bit of story I'm currently working on.
I will talk to Ishtola then. Also, anyone in the chat, any thoughts or follow-up questions? What happened?
This part of the story is really silly.
Oh, where I have to just talk to everybody?
No, in my story.
Oh. So you're laughing at yourself?
Yep.
Oh, Wes, that's not what I was trying to do. I'm trying to be a force for good and help people feel better about themselves. Aw, Taylor, you missed it. It was a 10-minute lecture time. I feel like it probably went really well. And I resisted the urge a few times to do the 20-minute version of a few things. I'm going to pretend that I'm handing out cookies to all these people. I know they're warding scales, but I think the story is better if they're cookies. You get a cookie. You know, the fun thing about what you just said, Wes, is that I've read articles that I really agree with. As a game player, it's very hard to measure a video game addiction based on time spent playing when a new expansion is released. And the reason for that is that would be the same as measuring people being addicted to Spider-Man on the weekend of a new Spider-Man movie coming out in theaters, or measuring people being addicted to the NFL on the Sunday of the Super Bowl. It doesn't work. This is just called excitement and anticipation. And if we look at video games more as a thing you can be a fan of than something that is irresponsible and dangerous, of course more people play at higher volumes and intensities when the content is new, because that's unique and there's a status associated with being able to be a part of the conversations of that content. And it's not really a valid measure to say everyone who played Final Fantasy XIV more since Friday has a problem, because basically everyone who has purchased Final Fantasy XIV has played more since Friday. The spike is not addiction. The spike is availability of new content. Now, if you continue to play that way when we haven't had a patch for 2 months and Endwalker has been completed 7 months ago for you, then maybe there is a call out that I would need to do and be a good friend and say, Wes, we care about you. What's up? But I really am hesitant to say anybody has a severe issue, especially because I'm going to just say something flat out. The excitement some people have about stories like this, even in other MMOs like World of Warcraft and Star Wars: The Old Republic, it rivals the excitement some people have over the religious texts that guide their life. And the difference there is most religions have capped their content and are in endgame or maintenance mode, whereas MMO games are very much alive and constantly adding new things to believe in, so to speak. So it's a very different situation being a subscriber to an MMO versus a subscriber to a belief system that hasn't changed for thousands of years. And I think a lot of the people that are quickest to point the finger, this might be my life a little bit that I'm projecting into this, but the people who are the quickest to point the finger that video games are bad are the people who are trying to be just as dedicated to these other things in life that somehow are not symbols of childhood wonder or fictitious mythology in their minds. So what we have is another situation where everyone is saying things that they believe are 100% true, but the terminology is triggering and rejected by the other people listening in their audience. Like the lecture that I just shared about the myth of addictive personality article. So that's really what this is all about, is can't we just do things that activate our imagination even as adults and not go, oh, it does look really cold here. But I'm a black mage and probably cast a spell that warms the blood in my veins automatically. So there, headcanon. I just got through the weather problem.
Survivors of the Civil War, perhaps.
Ooh, Red Alice has a salmon pink coat. I mean, Red Alphino. Sorry, I messed it up.
Reports that they're led by Vergilia, legate. However, they are also joined by
Ooh,
several
Lucia
members of
has
the
a bad
First.
guy helmet. Bad girl helmet.
From what I
Sorry.
recall, the Third Legion fought for Nerva in the War of Succession following Varus'
Everybody that's bad in A Realm Reborn had a
The
helmet
first, on
like
the other
that.
hand, were under the direct command of the Emperor and
Indeed. In fact, our sources claim that it was a conflict between them that sparked the Civil War. Yet now, these former foes
That was a really
cooperate to
good
defend
addition to the
Lurul
lecture
Garlemald
content.
from invasion.
Then it is all but certain they have been tempered.
So, what's the plan? If me and my crew is out reaving, we charge straight in, no messing about.
Ah.
Quite right. Soldiers on direct confrontation is unavoidable. The team will destroy them all. In so doing, we will deprive frontline troops of materiel and likely force the detachment to send men to investigate.
Divide and conquer.
Did I just teleport
Once the scouts have finished
to
their
the
preparations,
Aether Crystal
we
in
will
the
split
zone to
into
get
two
to
groups.
this next story point, even though
The
it's only
first will
about
form the
400 miles away?
vanguard.
Yes, yes, I did.
The feeling I get in my head when there's too many
for the
cutscenes and
sounds,
they should
I
let
asked-
me play something is really
I
starting to
would
go
prefer,
off.
however, that you accompany
Oh,
the
you're gonna
rearguard
be
and
stuck like that for a
prepared
little
to
bit.
join the van at a moment's notice.
We'll see. Actually, I just had a stream hiccup and it says I've been live for a minute now. So I think I'm
Oh
gonna
no.
I'm gonna check my different stream pages and see.
Yeah, I just had to reload your stream on Twitch.
Yeah. It says I'm live on YouTube.
Yeah, Amazon Web Services has been giving people grief for a few days
Your
now.
proposal was well received. More specifically, they asked that we destroy the Imperial's toys in as spectacular a fashion as possible.
I'm live on
Stoner always
Twitch
did have a
too.
flair for the dramatic. She's not an easy woman to please, but I shall do my best to satisfy her thirst for fireworks. All right, once more for my peace of mind. Our first objective will be to rig the enemy's magitech with explosives. After
Let's
we've
see if
withdrawn
I'm
to a
live
safe
on
distance, we'll
Facebook.
detonate them remotely. Our second will be to issue a deactivation command to the automated units via the control terminal. If our calculations are correct, this signal should reach those deployed on the front line, giving our friends a much-needed upper hand. The blizzard will help us stay hidden, so let's aim to get in and out before it passes. Trust in the plan, and we should all live to see tomorrow.
In the meantime, I will relay messages back and forth as the situation unfolds. You'll forgive me if I ask again, but are you certain you wish to play the lone wolf?
Wouldn't have it any other way. Call it foolish and reckless if you like, but I'll get the job done. I always do.
Very well. I wish you.
Okay, so now I'm going to share the mental health insight that my particular mentality about playing games really wants to have gameplay that I can do. I just wish these cutscenes were 90% shorter. Like that one right there did not give me anything that I care about. Oh no, I'm not me anymore. Ah.
Keep your wits about you.
It's time. We only have one shot at this, so let's make it count. Spotted.
It's a stealth mission. I don't play this class.
Oh yeah,
Was I
if you try to
supposed
fight everything, you'll fail. You're supposed to hit your button that makes you hidden, and then walk up and hit the subdue button. And you can only do it on humans, so you have to sneak around and avoid the machina. So you see the button that's like an X? So target, no, you gotta target the dude. Hide again. And then the stealth takedown. Your screen's too small, I can't read what the moves say.
Oh.
There you go. So you gotta do that to all the humans and try to avoid line of sight with the machina. All while setting explosives on these things. And then the smoke bomb thing is for the dogs.
Well, I'm glad I'm streaming.
You're already doing better than I did.
Seven hells.
Alright. Well, I guess I will just fight this guy. Did you ever play a stealth class in SWTOR?
Me? No.
Must be losing my touch.
Wait, why would that be Snake? Oh, I never played Metal Gear Solid. You're probably making a reference to that, aren't you? Wait, why would you laugh though at my question about stealth classes in SWTOR? That's a legitimate question. Stealth classes in this game don't make sense to me.
Well, there really aren't any.
Yeah. Oh, personal joke. Well, now I feel left out on my own stream. That's kind of messed up.
I know, it's so rude.
Essentially.
Hey, Taylor, you're here.
Hello. So, like Wes said in chat, you're both level stealthers. We'd both be in stealth. I would be in front, so I would run past the enemy, and that would set them to alert mode because they detect somebody in stealth, and then Wes would run past them, and they would aggro onto him. And then the joke would be in one
hells.
planet, I forget what it's called. It's the one where everything is like the air is poison. You have to get a vaccine to even get into the planet or something. Let's say it's Quesh or something. Yeah. Quesh. And the guards there, as you run by their voice line whenever you run past them, would be like, huh? That would be their stealth alert, and so it just became a joke between Wes and I, because we would just be constantly running past them, and he's, huh? 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 And then Wes would get aggro. And that's the joke. Huh? Huh?
Alright, so I died there because the idiot that needed to be banned had a difficult name to type.
Lovesick Apples 8K for 6.
I probably would not have made it anyway.
What happens if you hit?
I'm not gonna ask you what they said, but was it like a...
It was like try to become famous. Same thing that
I've been
happens.
reporting each of them as a bot account, and then I get messages from Twitch the next day that they deleted the account.
Keep your wits about you.
Okay.
It's time.
So, maybe other
We
people
only have
should
one
report
shot at
them
this, so let's make it count.
I've been banning them from my channel.
Also, that stealth takedown has a pretty decent range on it, so like, you don't have to get right up.
Yeah, it's... Yeah. It seems like it's 10 to 15 meters.
Yeah, this is really the only stealth ninja in this game, because even ninjas hardly use stealth anymore.
Yeah,
Well, also, I'm not trying to be mean, but compared to games that have stealth classes, you can really tell that this game doesn't have stealth classes.
Oh yeah.
This is the Dollar Tree stealth.
You have Thancred stealth.
Thancred stealth. That Magitech was running as if there's server lag and I was not seeing the proper place for it to be standing. Now we wait for it to go around the corner.
I mean, you don't have to.
I don't want my threat awareness to go up this time. I am not doing this a third time. Wow, some friend. I feel like this might be the Wes and Taylor of the Tempered Imperials.
Probably.
It's like, oh, my buddy is passed out. No problem. I'm still doing my job right.
Oh, look at that nerd.
Lazing around on the job.
I will not define which is which, though. That would be mean.
I mean, I feel like I made it kind of obvious.
Okay. Can I get this one before the Magitech gets to me? Yes, I can. So, if I do more consistently add stuff like that to my channel, what do the two of you think? The lecture stuff.
I think it's neat. Maybe having one or two per stream.
Oh no!
I hate that.
Not all of them are going to be about addiction and having game problems either.
Well, yeah.
It's just that's a big part of what I do, so it's impossible to avoid it. But I still think that was a very balanced conversation.
Unless for feedback, because like I said, I missed most of it.
I'm not recognizing where I'm supposed to be going right now.
Behind you. To your left.
See where those laser light shows are?
Yeah.
You need to get through that gate.
Am I able to run through those?
There's a panel on the other side. Or wait, no, you just have to sap the last dude.
This is Thancred.
Okay.
The explosives are in place.
Yeah, sap the last one, then you can.
I found Happy
All
Sparkles.
is proceeding as planned.
There you go.
Head to the control terminal. It should be to the northwest.
Someone remade this with the codec, or like
Have
just
the
the
others wait at the
conversation with
rendezvous
the
point.
Metal Gear Solid codec.
Oh yeah? That's fancy. I like that. There we go. Oh no!
Hells.
I feel like Thancred is badass enough to not need to play his game this way.
He doesn't need to stealth, but for lore reasons, he can't do. He can't just go in and blow everything up. Because if they're alerted to his presence, they'll just call in reinforcements rather than send a detachment to investigate.
Damn, spotted.
I didn't think that through.
Yeah, that's exactly how I got spotted when I did this. The smoke bomb still triggers the...
I probably should have intuited that, but it didn't. There's 3 guys over there though. I can't really imagine what it would take to get through all that with nothing.
You basically just have to click on a console on the far side of the screen, that's it.
Yep, you're almost done.
Right down the middle. Over here. Hey, my friends, I got it. Sweet. Well, on the idea of doing 1 or 2 of those every stream, for right now, I think I'm going to leave it
None
at
the worse for wear, to my considerable
1, because I think just that PowerPoint alone
What news from our
took
comrades?
45 minutes to an hour to prepare,
They stand at the ready.
Oh, yeah.
just to make sure I had everything
Excellent.
lined up and visually
Then let the
presented the way I
fireworks
wanted it.
begin.
I didn't
Well,
think about the preparation.
well, if you do your stream during prime time, you can make the PowerPoint while you're sitting in view.
Oh, that's very true, but I've been... One of the things that motivated me to switch when I do my streams is my sleep schedule and when I feel like I'm at my cognitive peak. And then the queue times was like, yep, this is the time to change what I do.
The blizzard's beginning to clear. The Vanguard should be engaging the Imperials any moment now. If they haven't already.
I just never thought I'd see
Ishtola and the others are with them, so I'm sure they'll be alright.
5,000
but-
player queue.
Yeah, I waited through 5,000 one night this week. It took a
Wait!
very long time.
Something's coming!
Oi, oi! Looks like we ain't the only ones who sent out scouts. Keep them away from the carriages! We lose those, and we're as good as dead!
Oh, am I gonna get to fight something?
Yes.
Nice! We're like 1 hour into the beginning of the stream, and I'm having my first battle.
Fighters! Protect the others!
Really good for Charlie intro. 4 hours.
It's also because they have a lot to get through.
Yeah, they create a game with complex story, and as a result, it's complex to finish the story. I guess if you're switching to Blizzard and fire times out and you're switching using Blizzard 3 because the cast time is based on when you started it, it doesn't matter anymore because Enochian doesn't matter anymore. Does that make sense to anybody? I feel like it's the correct interpretation of how to play the class now.
I want to say that there's some...
If you don't have them though, because you've already spent them.
Yeah. I think you would also lose your...
Doesn't having fire reduce the cast time for your next item?
But I mean, if you're already casting it, you already have that reduction when your time's up.
Oh.
So yeah, you would either lose your Umble Hearts, you would lose your, the Paradox thing that comes later, and it would also reset your Polyglot timer.
Yes. Those things are all true. Wait, where?
But the other carriages are still in danger. Go on ahead. We'll hold the line.
I can't figure out where I'm supposed to... Oh, there we go.
We're the only ones still struggling. Time we put our backs into it then. I've been itching for a good scrap.
Well, I was running ahead to the next mob before the next mob activated as enemies, so I was just confused. I was like, I didn't cast that Blizzard. It's the friendly black mage. What? I'm not a fan of them freaking me out and making me feel like I don't have a target.
You lot alright back there? We're fine and ready for more. Hear that?
This is a very long road.
Get to the front and turn the tide.
Wow, I just used my speed run and it turned black.
from the field was not a euphemism for
Black mage in a
enthusiastically
white
murder.
coat.
It's nothing that won't heal in time. The trouble is, their tempering has made them
Do I hear
utterly
you talking smack
fearless.
about yourself?
Well,
No,
this
it's
is a
just
path our
mentally
young charges
confusing.
perhaps walk, and that we all agree.
It's camouflage.
I guess so, yeah.
That I did.
I don't know. Enthusiastically murder.
It is cool that they're showcasing the range of allies that we've been able to
That's
collect.
Vigilia. Damn it. I need to help the others take her down.
Oh wait, where's the fake Mitsurugi?
There's
I
no
don't
end
remember
to
his
them.
name. From Stormblood.
Yen?
I really don't remember his name,
I
but
was
he
wondering
looked
when you'd
exactly
turn
like
up.
a young Mitsurugi. From Soul Calibur?
There's no stopping us now. Come on. Let's show them what we're made of.
I think he became the king over in the Stormblood area.
Yeah, it's him. During that big meeting, they mentioned how he's busy doing politics stuff. It's the same with Ember.
We have them now.
I see.
Forward.
I didn't need to use that. It's okay. It's a solo duty. Man, every enemy that I tried to use to keep my magic cycle going died before my cast could happen.
As a raging bull.
It keeps happening. Man. I need more alacrity, everybody.
Why do you think I melted for full spell speed on Blackwood?
I think that what we're seeing is the cast time for a standard spell needs to be like 1.2 seconds in order for this to work, not 2.3.
Fall behind.
It's 1.5 for white mages.
Say 1.5 is the best.
Alright, the next AoE, I'm just gonna stand and take it. No, why? Okay. My friends are not my friends. You saw that?
Ultimate still works though.
Yeah. Someone ran their purple circle to my ley line.
Is everyone alright?
I forget which. Oh yeah, it was in Taylor remembers this when I was leveling Reaper and I was a Katana Ravel and Ingrid tried to kill me.
Okay. The ads are gone. And so eventually I'll get my ley lines back and I can just camp out and melt this person, right? Oh no. Wait, I get what?
You can get 2 stacks of triple cast.
Oh wow, that's gonna be so cool. Oh no. I feel like something bad has happened. 15 seconds until Sadu completes what?
She's gonna wipe the floor with everybody. You're trying to make sure she gets that spell cast off.
Oh wait, that was me succeeding?
Yeah, she was dropping meteor.
Oh, okay. I thought I was about to lose. My brain was jumping to every enemy I could try to find to figure out which one I needed to kill ASAP, but I guess it was okay.
Rest, recover,
Reclaim yourself.
Sadu had too.
Oh, no hug for you. Someone needs to give that guy a hug.
That was the line. The day is ours, thanks to your timely arrival.
I think I just asked if I can be paid
Outmaneuvered, but not
in chicken
outmatched.
nuggets.
Good. Let us take the Imperials into custody and rejoin our comrades.
Should have asked if you could have been paid in
And
tendies.
soon we shall arrive at the capital.
Well, who's to say that's not what I said? There were no subtitles for that mouth movement. Oh, look, it's the Dark Tower. The Man in Black fled across the desert.
So
Anyone else here
cold
read those
and
books?
Unforgiving. Thus
I watched the
spoke
movie with
Emperor
you guys.
Solus as he gazed upon his barren domain.
They tried, but that's not really the same thing.
800 years it had been since the Garleans
There are
first
things
set
about
foot
that
here.
movie that, similar to the way the story was told in the...
Bested by the Kavosi after
You
centuries
okay?
of war,
Sorry, I'm
driven
failing
from
my-
fertile southern pastures
thing.
into the blasted northern wastes.
Similar
good.
to the storytelling in Final Fantasy VII Remake, that Dark Tower movie
that garden of
is
desolation, they
it's
clung to
essentially
one
a
another for
second
warmth,
time through the
freezing,
story
hungry, desperate,
because
hated.
of one item that the gunslinger is in possession of.
chosen.
So if you haven't read the books, it's not as good, I guess. Actually, my wife and I were talking about this in the car yesterday. The Dark Tower. There's lots of Dark Towers in this expansion.
In the year 1513 of the 6th
Apparently.
Astral era, a young legatus named Solus single-handedly sparked the Magitech Revolution.
Magitech Revolution. I miss Dance Dance
How
Revolution.
did he conceive the machina that feed on ceruleum? Once a common
This is what my brain
soft-spoken
does. I'm
soldier,
sorry.
how had
Not
he
really.
so
I'm not
quickly
sorry.
Ascended through the ranks. Like so many others, those who knew the truth are gone. Taking in the capital with his
Thancred's
eyes
winter
for the
outfit is
first
pretty
time,
good.
I recall thinking to
It's a
myself,
tanking set from Baja.
far colder on the earth
Okay.
than in the heavens. Yes, far colder indeed. Bitterly so.
I never got to finish Baja, and I never got
Ooh,
to...
they're smacking me in the feels right now.
I just made it to Garlemald. I never got to finish the relic weapon for anybody.
Not so much as a whisper.
The roads leading beyond the city walls would have been used less in recent years. Nevertheless, this was one of the most important gateways into the capital.
Her buzz day and night with activity, aye.
Surely they cannot all have been tempered.
We can consider the question after we have made camp. If we spend any longer outside, we may well freeze to death where we stand.
So, this town is
This will be our temporary base of operations.
missing all its
Secure
people?
shelter for ourselves
Is that
and the
what
injured, and
I'm
dispatch
supposed to
scouts
be
to survey the surrounding
understanding?
area.
Yes.
If we're planning on staying here a while, we ought to give this place a proper name.
Well, the constant sound of ice cracking underfoot makes me think of broken glass.
Alright, I think I got the first of all the raids and alliance raids ready to unlock.
Wait, you just unlocked the Endwalker Alliance raids?
No, there's no Endwalker alliance raid yet.
He's on his ult.
I'm on an alt character, so I have to go back and unlock everything again.
Oh. Wait, I don't remember if I probably did click on this. I did, yeah. I feel like this would be a good time to queue up for a leveling roulette. Oh no.
I thought you wanted to do alliance raids.
Oh, it is 5 o'clock already.
Oh.
I wish that my
Our present situation is as follows.
I'm gonna do a uptime and see if it
Efforts
gives
to
me
aid the people of Garlemald have begun
an
in
accurate
earnest.
answer.
Moreover, having entered into the
It
capital,
does,
the
yeah,
Imperial
1 hour
Palace is within our
26
reach.
minutes.
But before we proceed further, we must learn what has befallen this city. For therein lies the key to understanding and combating the Telophoroid's designs.
I have a suggestion, if I may. Several of the Imperial soldiers we captured on the Magna Glaciers are members of the Populares and acquaintances of mine. Once we have cured them of their tempering...
A promising idea.
Oh, we're gonna cure some tempered
course.
people. When you help people with their temper, those groups are usually called anger management. So we're gonna do Final Fantasy anger management, everybody.
This tool. All the houses round here are fitted with cerulean
I'm-
heaters that can keep us warm and toasty. Problem.
Freaking salty
My
scholar.
smiths reckon that with the right parts, they can have them working again, but it...
Understood. The machinists will assist them in the repairs.
The rest of us should either stand watch or survey the area.
We've made our presence known to the Telophoroi. They will be searching for us, if they have not already ascertained our position.
Once you guys are all out of cutscene.
That we have seen no sign
I'm
of
out of the
them
cutscene,
since
I'm
the
gonna
battle
leave the
suggests...
Or perhaps we are beneath.
I'll have to pass on the leveling roulette. My schedule is very
In any event,
iffy right now.
we'll find no answers standing around
I
here.
have to get up at a moment's notice.
Yesterday, I had
We have experienced
a
scouts of our own.
predictable schedule, but
Well now,
we
this
wiped
is turning out to be a rather sizable team. With such numbers,
our
we should be able
alliance
to cover.
raid, so I didn't get to finish
How
it.
about you, Graham?
That was so
I have
sad.
a feeling we'll find a use or two for that vanishing spell of yours.
Was it Orban Monastery, Jessica? Is that what it was?
Twould be my
Yeah.
honor to be of service.
That's a long one.
Though I doubt that you have...
We had a couple new people who...
That
Not
leaves
only
us
is it a long
with
one, we had
God.
a couple new people who didn't
As a matter of...
understand the mechanics for this.
Between here
so
and your keen...
If there are survivors, we will surely find them.
I have faith that you will, and look forward to greeting you on your safe return. You all have your duties. Let us make haste. May the Fury bless and keep you.
So tomorrow I get to fly out to PAX Unplugged.
And be even further behind the story.
Oh, it's not a race for me. I am feeling so much story fatigue right now. Alright, let's form a group. Oh.
Your bunny's a summoner, right?
Yes. Also, can one of you guys invite this character to the loot shell? Actually, I don't. No, wait, I can't yet. I haven't unlocked loot shells.
Oh, I see. How is my wondrous tales? Yeah, I'm not finishing this journal.
Well, you have 2 weeks
Only
to do it.
Thursday.
No, it's due on Tuesday. But I'm going to be at PAX Unplugged until Monday.
Oh, is it a journal from the week before? You didn't pick it up this week, you picked it up last week.
I mean, can you discard it?
I mean, why not just do remove over and over again?
Yeah, we can just do that right now. Finish it for you. You'll get more experience in a leveling roulette.
Hmm. 1 second.
Yeah, also 1 second.
Alright, he figured out he needed to turn push to talk back on.
I'm confused. Jess, do you have your gathers leveled at least up to 80?
Up to 80, yeah.
Okay. You see, I haven't done a minor quest since level 55, and so it's like I'm looking at these traits because I just hit 80 on minor, and it's like I'm missing the enhanced GP regeneration for level 70, but I just unlocked enhanced GP regeneration level 2 since I hit 80. I'm just thinking, do they stack and I'm missing out on this, or do they improve on top of one another?
I don't know. It might be this situation where it jumps directly from like glare to glare 3.
Alright, can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Could you hear me during that phone call?
No.
Oh, okay. That's good. I did my
I
sound
heard,
stuff
hello,
correctly.
this is, and then it cut out.
Yeah. So that was a extremist right-wing newspaper reaching out asking me to talk to them about video game addiction. I declined.
They're just going to manipulate whatever you say anyway.
That's what I was concerned about. So I googled their paper. I mean, it's nice that I'm apparently influential enough for that, but I didn't feel like that was a good way for me to expand my brand awareness.
My brand.
So what are we going to be up to?
I just went and unlocked Remove Extreme if you wanted to get your...
Okay. Well, I am with the two Alpha Nos staring down a hill, and we're very concerned. If I skip this cutscene, am I going to miss anything important to me? Oh, it's over. Probably. It's probably over.
Yeah, it's over.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Alright, so we're doing ramen.
Why does, when I hit I for, to open inventory, why does it go straight to key items now? Instead of opening to the actual inventory?
I have I key bound to open my armory chest. I click on the little boxes if I want to open my inventory. So are we doing a roulette or are we doing Ramu Extreme?
If we do Ramu Extreme, we're gonna have to do it 8 times, or something similar to that. So.
Well, what other extremes? What else is in your journal?
The Horror Leader, Earth's Fount, Nidhogg's Rage.
Looks like Ifrit. Yeah.
Oh yes, Ifrit.
Well, if we're gonna do that, then I have to drop.
Oh, you didn't unlock anything but Ramu?
I'm trying to get around and unlock the stuff.
We can just do Ramu.
Yeah, we can do
That's
Ramu.
a lot of Ramu, though. No, let's just do the leveling roulette. I will level up from doing that. I don't need to turn in the journal this week. I'll just get a new one on Tuesday.
I need to switch classes then. Okie dokie. Wes, you ready?
Yep.
Actually,
You alright, Joss?
I'm just trying to see if anybody wants to run any healers going around so we can do limited, but doesn't look like anybody's interested.
The healer's hesitating.
Probably in a cutscene.
Yeah, I haven't done any roulette since Endwalker released.
Really?
Just because I'm not waiting, or I don't want cues to pop while I'm in cutscenes.
I haven't. I only did them yesterday because I was purposely avoiding doing the next dungeon. Oh, at least we got this one. It's not terrible.
Which one is this one?
It's
Malika's Well.
Malika's Well.
Oh.
It's towards the end of Shadowbringers.
I love our healer's name. That's 4 seasons thick.
But they're not playing a Rogadin or a other one.
Well, that's fun.
I'm like, what's going on? Oh wait, I'm the tank. Oh, I finally got Holy Shelter and I don't know if this is
Big boom and little boom. I'm slowly figuring it out. I haven't done these as much because I didn't ever have a period of time where I did lots of... Oh, this is not level 80.
Nope.
Oh.
Not good. Oh, I love it.
Oh no, we're running.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. I was able to phase walk, or whatever we call it here. Ethereal manipulate.
Summoner doesn't have such balls. I literally have 2 spells that have a cast mark.
Oh, that's a
pretty
nice
close to
luxury.
than I was before. It's not much different. Summoners alone.
I'm getting back into my AoE groove. It's slightly different because you can't go straight into flare while you're in Umbral Ice.
Oh, they did that too? Because I know you have to cast Blizzard, you can't just cast Freeze right away now. You have to use Blizzard too. But you can't just flare out of...
You can
Ice
cast
stuff?
Blizzard 3 though to do the switch. I don't find any of the changes to be frustrating. It's just remembering that it's a little different now.
Get away from them.
Oh. Ethereal manipulate didn't work there. I wonder if I should start reminding everybody when I'm doing this content that any element that's exploding on the screen is probably fire or ice's me. Because I think it's probably hard to tell what you're even looking at in this game if you don't play it.
Well, if you turn off battle effects for everyone but yourself, all they'll see is your battle effects.
But I want to see other people's battle effects. It makes the game pretty.
It makes it so I can't see the bosses.
Well, I've turned it. I've reduced it. I don't know how it determines what gets deleted out from the reduction, though.
Oh, my Aquamon doesn't seem to be showing up.
I don't want any of this. Leave me alone. My inventory space. My choice. I have to sell all kinds of gear that somehow is dropped on me. I have to remember to do that before I sign out today. Boom.
I finally got my holy shot. I had to use it in one fight. And I haven't been able to use it since. Because I'm not running the story missions with my team. I'm just running robots instead.
I feel like I did this dungeon a few days ago.
Because you did?
Oh, I did? Well, that's why. I probably did better on the first boss, too.
It's just you and another FC.
Okay.
That's right, you were tanking. I feel like I remember tanking this. Yeah, I was on my Sage. That was when we were leveling my Sage to 80.
Yeah, that was it.
Because I said, screw this white mage nonsense.
Sometimes I just, I don't have the right balance between being careful. Because being careful results in feeling like you're laying your team down. But then dying also results in feeling like you're laying your team down.
I mean, Black Mage is balanced around being careful, so...
But greatness, Wes.
Well, look at it this way. You're not going to reach your maximum DPS potential if you have a minute long buff that reduces your damage by 50%.
Fine. You're right. This is why people should really pay attention to math. Oh, that sound. Yes, I definitely did this a few days ago because I definitely had a bad reaction on stream to that sound back then too. That is the grossest sound that we have ever created in humanity.
Which sound?
The on the ground. Alright, I'm not gonna get flattened by falling towers.
It's water.
What? This
water.
one's not the towers?
Nope. That's the
Oh
cat.
man.
Katana.
Oh man. I need flashcards for this game. It would. There's... I think I made a list once where I calculate that there's 240 roulettes available in this game. That's probably not even accurate, because I didn't know what I was looking at back then. It was probably before I even started doing alliance raids and knew what those were.
It's also probably before you unlocked all the non-MSQ stuff.
Well, I was looking at website, not my list.
Well, gotcha.
Yeah. But, you know, my mindset of what MMOs can be starts with SWTOR from my own play history, and at the time I think they had 45 flashpoints and 11 operations, is what I was thinking. I wonder why my my cast timer ended right there. I wonder what I pressed that made me lose my target. Wait, but I don't know what you want from me.
I probably could have lived through that tank privilege and all.
Well, I have Mana Ward. I would have used it. I'm pretty good at using that. God Bubble being a part of my DNA.
This one's tricky. Let's see how this sage does.
Whoa! Hitting Scathe when you're running changes the camera to face whoever you're looking at, so I just got dizzy. So dizzy.
I think I'm taking this pretty good. I'm impressed with this sage.
Oh yeah, I am too. This sage is doing great. I have not been just accepting that I'm supposed to be at 50% health the whole dungeon.
Taylor didn't even need a healer earlier.
Oh, yeah. We were doing one of the max level dungeons in Endwalker, and the healer died out of the boss fight, in 2 different boss fights, and I'm just like, that's fine. Just kept.
Oh man.
The tricky part was reading the other DP.
Yeah, I can't help you.
See, Paladin on the way can keep myself alive, I can keep the DPS alive.
Yeah. But Reaper has a broken shield, so whatever.
I have to say, Bob, I really enjoyed the music in the second dungeon we did last. I like the first one more.
That first dungeon was so fun. I think Jess will really like it.
So is it worth it to remember to do a despair with your final bit of MP before you switch back to Umbral Ice?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Because I've been doing that, but then I didn't remember which ones have the potency. So that's 340. Flare is only 220, and that's more of an AoE.
Yeah, Despair is basically single target flare.
Okay, so all that damage that gets spread, it's focused on one person.
Yes.
Okay. So I had it right, I just didn't have a conversation to support the fact that I was right. You know what though? I think I'm gonna switch on my bar which one is which then. I think that'll actually help my brain.
Now who's the short one?
Alright, I have a personal goal of maybe not die during this fight. But can I do it?
Be in line with goals. Good executive points.
Oh, you're a
I disagree with the game there, and I don't feel ashamed that I'm arguing with the computer system. I think I was safe.
The telegraph is shorter than you think it is.
That's what she said. What?
Each of the circles in turn. She's already halfway there.
Intestinal
That
sounds like a painful thing to do to somebody. I'm hesitant to put down ley lines again because I feel like we're going to do the feather thing again.
Yep, here we go. So they're all going to be those things. Caster number.
Like right now.
Commit.
Well, I committed.
You did.
I don't really remember how to get through that last part without dying.
You just have to keep staying in line with the balls in the proper order.
Wow, I can't believe that last despair didn't do it. Hey, I leveled up! What is that, level 85 now? Yeah. It's what we call a happy emote wall, everybody. I gotta get out of here.
Oh snap.
Just gotta get out of there without the, what's it called? Without the gear falling on me. Now the tricky part is I don't really have time to do a cutscene, and I need to escape. Oh shoot. I needed to escape to a vendor so I could sell my garbage gear.
In Soviet Garlemald cutscene watches you.
This one's pretty short.
Oh, I just spotted a girl that I have to follow, but it's not happening.
Tuning. Oh, not funny. Okay.
I failed my objective.
Did you attune to that etherite?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. And I'm pretty sure I double checked too, because I felt like I probably didn't. Oh, that was a productive stream. Thanks everyone for hanging out with me 2 days in a row.
Anytime. Assuming I'm awake. Oh, that's my fault.
Oh, we have some extra people hanging out with us in the stream avatars. Who do we have? I fell asleep on that. Oh no, it's the three of you. I got confused because AoE counseling's a white mage. I guess that's better than me actually failing to pay attention to it the whole stream.
Alright, West, do you have time to run trials in normal rooms?
Sure.
Have you unlocked any normal rooms?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna wrap up the stream. Right. Well, let's Thanks everybody for hanging out, seeing a dungeon, doing some story, doing a great research talk, talking about the myth of addictive personality and what I've experienced as a counselor, trying to help make sense of what the research says, but what my clients say all the time about that idea. And I hope that video, once we break it out of the stream and start using it in different places, that it becomes helpful to everyone. And we'll keep doing things like that on the stream channel. I think that's the value of being able to hang out and play games together. So thank you for watching on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. And I will see you all after PAX Unplugged. So I look, if anyone from that event is going, hanging out with me watching the video, I hope that we cross paths, have an awesome D&D panel to share with everyone on Sunday morning, and then we'll be back to it in the middle of next week. So thanks all, and continue the journey.